Happy Monday. With every Monday is a mock draft. It's Mock Draft Monday. Welcome back. We are going to do the top picks in the NFL draft this upcoming season. First round. Let us know if you like who your team picked. And if not, let us know exactly why, because we think your team deserves this exact player. So here we go. Enter draft with all teams. I think your odds today, BB.
Number one pick in. No, I was odds last time because I had the number one pick because I remember I picked Shador.
Okay. Bet with the number one overall pick, the Tennessee Titans. They're going to get a generational prospect, and they really, really need this guy on their team. We're going to go with Travis Hunter, first overall to the Tennessee Titans.
I like it. Number two overall pick. You just traded Myles Garrett away. Not official yet, but he wants out. He get his replacement real quick. Abdul Carter coming to Cleveland.
QB's falling. The New York Giants will not allow that to continue. They draft their guy at number 3, and his name is Shedeur Sanders.
I'm not going to lie, man. Come April, I think we went 3 for 3. If these picks are the first 3, Tennessee, Cleveland, New York, I think we hammered it there. Number 4, and I don't think our streak stops here. I think this is Will Campbell. Mike Vrabel is protecting Drake May, and I would put money on it. Will Campbell to the Patriots.
I love it. Which leaves a dog for the Jacksonville Jaguars. A new head coach, offensive coordinator. He loves offense, but you cannot help the fact that your defense needs some help in a bad way. Mason Graham. Psych, Will Johnson, cornerback.
I'm not going to lie, that too. I think it's going to be Will. Everybody is mocking Mason Graham to the Jags. I mean, everybody under the sun is mocking Mason Graham to the Jags. I think it's Will. I think it's Will Johnson.
And that's not a bad pick at all. Will Johnson can play ball. He can play.
6. This is where we get shaky. I think our top 5 there, nail them in. I like that top 5 so much. See, the Raiders could go QB here with Cam Ward. Then the Jets aren't happy because Rodgers is done in New York. They need a QB now. Raiders. Oh, Mason Graham has fallen past the Jags. The Raiders need a quarterback, man. They have to. Give me Cam Ward to Las Vegas.
That feels like a match made in heaven right there. I cannot lie to you. At this point, the Jets do need a QB. And some people are saying that this guy is slipping and sliding up draft boards, BB. And, in this case, the Jets are going to do what the Jets do. And they're going to dig in deep and grab Jaxson Dart from Ole Miss to play quarterback in New York.
Okay. If you're the Panthers here, you are licking chops. You see Mason Graham still on the board. You see Tet McMillan. But rumors have been swirling that the Panthers are out on Garrett Wilson. And I saw a report about an hour ago that T. Higgins is getting franchise tagged again by the Bengals. So if that's the case, he's not leaving. The Panthers, your run D's bad, but you need a weapon for your young quarterback. We're going Tet McMillan.
Get McMillan to the Carolina Panthers. You love it.
I'm happy with either player there to Carolina. We're Panthers fans. If anybody's watching and not aware, I'm fine with either player there. Mason Graham, Tet. I don't think you can go wrong. I think they're both studs.
You can't. There's some other guys in here that I would be completely okay with. I'm a big fan of this draft class, to be completely honest. And the Saints here sitting at number 9, man, they have a lot of holes that need to be filled. And I feel like one of the big ones, it just has to be on the front line. And you can always count on a good defense. If you can stop the run, Mason Graham is going to help them stop the run. He fell this far. Best player available. You got to take him.
Real short and sweet here. We're going with a tackle. I believe it is, Kelvin Banks is the highest rated. Yep, Kelvin Banks.
Every week. The 49ers, I really like this pick just because, I mean, they have players all over the place. And this is just like a you get lucky and you get a Malachi Starks, who I think is one of the best players, top 5 players, top 3 players, maybe in the entire draft. This guy is nasty. And the San Francisco 49ers get him handed in their lap at 11.
Yeah, I like that pick too, and because I saw a report the other day that Hufanga is most likely going to be on a new team next year, so they need a replacement at safety. Malachi Starks, perfect. But match made in heaven here, number 12. You know Jerry wants to sell those tickets. Nobody sells more tickets this year than drafting the first RB off the board, Ashton Genty.
Filling a big need as well there, so can't hate on that. I'm going to go. I mean, we got to keep Tua healthy. We got to keep him protected. And this pick is not sexy by any stretch of the imagination, but he's a good player. Offensive guard Tyler Booker from Alabama.
Yeah, absolutely have to keep Tua upright. We've seen him go down too many times on the field.
I wonder what's about to happen with Tyreek Hill. I mean, he clearly at the end of the season he said I'm out. Like he literally said it out of his own mouth. I'm out. So I wonder what they're going to do with him.
Yeah, but the latest I've seen is that he actually tweeted it that he wants to be in Miami. But we'll see if that happens to be the case, or if the upper level management is a little bit sour with his postseason comments. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I mean,
some people might take that the wrong way and say they don't want him in the locker room, a guy that feels that way. So we'll see.
I mean, yeah, that's one way, but the other side is it's heat of the moment. He's clearly a major competitor. He's one of the best players in the league. Maybe he didn't, maybe that was a stretch what he said. I don't know. But either way, they probably shouldn't say that and then want to stay around. But anyways.
Number 14, this is Anthony Richardson needs a safety blanket. We've done this mock before, and it stays the same. Tyler Warren to the Indianapolis Colts at 14.
I'm a big fan of that pick. And, honestly, the Falcons love seeing all these edge rushers, Jalen Walker, James Pierce, Michael Williams, all sitting right here because that is a severe team need. I would have checked cornerback just to be sure here. Eamon Warry is a good player, but they are all good. We're going to go with James Pierce Jr. to the Atlanta Falcons. Help get to the quarterback.
Yeah, same thing here with the Cardinals. Edge rusher, desperate need of some pressure on the quarterback. I think the offense is fine. You have James Conner, Kyler Murray, obviously Marvin Harrison Jr. hopefully has a better sophomore season for the Cardinals. So I think you go D-line, and you go with a guy that's straight intangibles, all upside. Hasn't really seen too much production, but the ceiling is ridiculous. It's Michael Williams.
Let's go. I love this for the Bengals. This guy fell a little bit, and it's not on the team needs, but I think that this guy's one of the better players in the draft as well in terms of ball skills, in terms of stopping the run. Their defense was abysmal last year, and Nick Eamon-Warry from South Carolina is going to help them solve a lot of those problems, especially in the back end.
Love it. Seahawks here also need an edge rusher. A guy that's maybe not ranked as high on this particular site that we're using right now is Mike Green, but give him to me going to Seattle. He's not lasting until 33. No chance.
No, he's not. He's not making it to 33 at all. Part of me wants to give Baker Mayfield a tight end. Part of me wants to shore up this cornerback position. I like Benjamin Morrison a lot, dog. Yeah, we're going to go with Benjamin Morrison to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers there at 19.
Okay, I like the bucket there. The Broncos defense is the strength of their team, and everybody always says it's a team or it's a group of nobodies because the only player on their defense is Pat Surtain. Outside of that, I don't know. They're just a bunch of nobodies that somehow play together well. This could be a shock to most people, but I think this guy is elite, all-pro type player. Give me Omarion Hampton to the Broncos.
Wow, here we go. Marion going in. I like that pick. They could use a nice running back there in Denver to help out Bo Nix. The Steelers love the fact that Luther Burden is here. They're expecting to get a guy like Emeka Egbuka. They have to go wide receiver. They have to. And Luther Burden is a pretty electric guy. We watched him and reacted to his highlights last week. So go back and check out that reaction. But we both agreed this guy is nasty, and I personally called him a potential Justin Jefferson.
Strong words. I feel like John Harbaugh is just hard nosed. We've done this mock to this guy before, and it still stays the same. We have to get Will Dissly off the field. Colston Loveland to the Chargers at 22.
Here we go. And honestly, Jalen Walker to the Green Bay Packers feels like butter on biscuits. It's a great pick here for the Green Bay Packers, and we're going to make that happen for them.
Feels like buttered toast from Cane's, buttered on both sides. Minnesota Vikings. They blitz a lot on D. And you know what you got to have when you blitz a lot on D? Is elite corners. Can we go to the cornerback room real quick? Can I see who we got left? Siobhan Revel. Trey Amos. Siobhan Revel is a guy. I mean, obviously, he's ranked very high on almost every draft platform. And he's all just like intangibles, like tall, lanky, long. And we've obviously seen him play good college ball, but it's been at ECU. Is that competition the best? I don't know. Is it going to translate to the league? I don't know, but you got to take a shot in the dark. I've seen a lot on this Maxwell Harrison guy from Kentucky recently. He's been going up trending a little bit, but we're gonna stay with the highest ranked player on the board. We're gonna trust in the intangibles. Give me Siobhan Revel.
Here we go. Texans. Let's see. Texans. Part of me really wants to go. CJ Stroud was getting buried last season.
I'm huge on the Mimbu guy, man. I watched a video on him, and people are saying he's a dog. He can play guard and tackle.
We can get him Emeka Egbuka, though. We can get him Josh Simmons from Ohio State. I mean, he played with both of these guys. I like Armand Mimbu, but there is something to team chemistry. I'm going to go with Emeka Egbuka, dog, and let CJ Stroud get his main guy back, man. We got to go with that.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. I mean, Tank Dell, obviously when healthy, is a player, but has struggled to stay on the field and coming off a major injury like he will be this year. Who knows how reliable he'll be? Because I like that. We saw in the playoffs, and I'm fine with John Mechie, but he can't be your wide receiver too. Like he can't.
No. He can't. I don't think Diggs will be back, and Tank Dell, that was a nasty injury. That's like you're saying, you never know.
Yeah, Diggs coming off a nasty injury too. Who knows when
are they even going to be back this year?
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if Tank Dell doesn't play this year. Wouldn't be shocked. Yeah. Rams 26. People are saying they want to move on from Stafford, but they haven't yet. They have not yet. So we need to keep their, even though he's a little older, their franchise guy upright. We're going to give a guy that offers versatility along the line, Armand Mimbu.
There we go. All right. Man, this team, the Ravens are too dang good, man, to be going out every year sad. It's not on their team needs. I can't think of who their defensive tackles are, though. I'm sure they're doing just fine. I mean, I don't see anything being wrong with helping out Lamar Jackson in the wide receiver room. But number one team need is offensive tackle. Josh Simmons is a good player. We're going to go with the best player available at a team need, Josh Simmons.
I like it. We saw this defensive unit decimated by injuries last year. You can never have too many hog mollies in the middle. We're going with a guy that can flat out play. Walter Nolan to the Lions at 28. That almost feels unfair.
It almost feels not fair. There's another guy on here that is just like, man, this guy's going to go to a really good team and it's going to make me mad. But yeah, we're not picking him here. We're going to go Matthew Golden, get another weapon. We cannot be throwing the football to Luke McCaffrey. I'm sorry.
I think this match is, you can go Jahdae Barron or Xavier Watts here, but I think the Bills are looking safety replacement. In this case, we're going to go with Jahdae Barron. Little more aura, in my opinion, than Xavier Watts.
That was the guy I'm talking about. I love Jahdae Barron too, man. There's some good defensive backs. We talk a lot about the edges and the defensive line. There's some good defensive backs in this draft. Let's see. Kansas City. It feels like Derek Harmon to Kansas City, but let's just make sure I'm not higher on anybody else in here. Yeah, we're going to go Derek Harmon, a big boy, Chris Jones's protege.
32 Eagles. Your team is stacked at every position on the roster. This is a luxury pick. You're hoping that Harold Fannin Jr. pans out into the elite athlete he was in college and just adds another dynamic to that Eagles offense. If he pans out, that Eagles offense is unfair.
It's unfair. It's unfair.
Can we click full results there? Let's
check it out here.
I think that's a good draft.
That's a good draft. I mean, I'll speak from a fan standpoint for the Carolina Panthers. I do not hate getting Tetaroya McMillan. I could see us going that way. It seemed like a lot of people are talking about that. I love the James Pierce Jr. pick for the Falcons. Tyler Warren's obviously a match made in heaven as well.
Yep. I mean, Luther Burden falls all the way to the Steelers. I think that's the first time we've seen that in our mocks, at least. Usually Egbuka's the pick there. Now they get a little higher ranked guy in Luther Burden. I like that. You know, I got Walter Nolan to the Lions feels unfair.
Feels unfair.
He can play ball, man.
He can. Even Emeka Egbuka back up with his college quarterback that really got him going as a freshman and sophomore. I love that. Jaxson Dart is the pick of the draft here. 3 QBs go in the first 7. Jaxson Dart sliding in there. I've been seeing some stuff on Dart. BB, have you as well? Is this an out of pocket pick?
No, definitely possible. Will it happen? I'm not sure, but yeah, he's definitely been trending on Twitter recently. That one throw he made in the Senior Bowl where everybody was saying he threw the tight end open over the middle. It was a great ball. So, Jets obviously need a quarterback moving on from Rodgers. Will one of the top 2 guys, Ward or Shador, slide to him? We'll see. I don't think so. I don't think they'll get by the Raiders and Giants. I think those teams, if the quarterback is there, they're going to pick the quarterback. So, yeah. I mean, going back to the Panthers here at 8, if Mason Graham and Tet are there, I am so interested to see what all Dan Morgan does. Like I would be if I was Dan Morgan, I see those 2 guys on the board, I'm shaking in my boots. I don't know who to pick. Because you know whichever one you don't pick is going to your division rival the next pick. He's going to.
And he's going to probably be a good player too.
Yeah.
So
you better pick the right one. You better pick
the right one. But I appreciate you guys checking out our full mock draft, and let us know what you guys think about your specific team in the comments. Y'all come hang out with us again. Peace.